John,
That's me.
it's the 1st of October.
Yep.
In 4 weeks, or just over 4 weeks, we're going off to Thailand,
Yep.
where we're going to meet up with Sang, and you and Sang are going to cycle from southern Thailand down to Malaysia. You've had an interesting period of time since China, which was 2 years ago.
Lots happened.
Lots happened since then. But obviously what you've had to do is to keep fit whilst you've been preparing for this particular 1,000-mile cycle ride. And we're currently in your gym, which is an amazing setup at the bottom of your garden. And not only do you keep yourself fit for cycle rides of 1,000 miles, you just keep yourself fit full stop.
Yep.
Why?
Because I've got Parkinson's. If I can keep myself fit, you're basically beating it. Because you're fit, you can do lots of things. You're a lot more flexible, lot more stronger. And with Parkinson's, that's a must-have. You've got to keep yourself fit. You've got to keep yourself flexible. You've got to keep yourself strong. And if you can do that, you're on top of it. With a positive attitude, with those three aspects of fitness, you can't go wrong.
So looking specifically at what you've got to do to make yourself fit to be on a bike for 12 days,
Yes.
cycling up to 100 miles a day, what do you have to work on your body to make yourself capable of doing that?
Believe it or not, your bottom.
Yeah.
That's the main factor. If your legs are fine, your shoulders, because with cycling, basically, it's mainly from here upwards does most of the work. From here upwards does strength work, because you're holding yourself on the bike like this most of the time, so your arms have got to be strong. Cycling is good, but it's not good for your back. So apart from me cycling on my spinning bike and I do lots of back exercises as well. And back exercises help me for my cycling on the road. I do consecutive days. I do one night in here, one night on my bike on the road, another night in there, and I work different muscle groups. But at the moment I'm concentrating more on my legs.
Is that because you know that you're 4 weeks away from going out there?
Yeah.
Or do you feel weak in your legs?
Well, because of my DBS at the moment, my legs haven't been working class as fantastic. It's one of the side effects from the DBS. You've got to be tuned in for your balance and for your strength. And at the moment I'm suffering a little bit, but I think because I'm being fit and strong in my legs, it's helping in a weird sort of way, you know. But no, I know that in 4 weeks' time, I've got some mega mountains to climb, you know, and 100 miles a day, you know, because we want to stop, we want to see, we want to do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So we've got more cycling to do basically, because we must try and complete each day cycle.
Is this what you mean by an exercise bike? What you're on at the moment?
No, this is a spinning bike. With this bike, it allowed me to do lots more different. When you're on an exercise bike you just hold on to it and pedal away. This bike is a little bit different, because this bike allows me to pretend that I'm sort of cycling up a mountain, because I can crank up the tension. So if I crank it up that way, the pedals start getting harder to turn. Now I'm going uphill. So basically what I do when you go uphill, you hold on to the handlebars, and then you come off the handlebars, so you can use your body weight to help you come up. And it's easier. On a normal exercise bike you can't do that. And this bike as well, because it's classed as a spinning bike, the reason why it's called a spinning bike is because the front wheel is spinning all the time. you've got to, and you can race with this one. You can crank it down again so that the tension is a lot milder. So you can start going faster. And again, it all depends on hand position. You can go into a spinning bike. Now I'm on race mode. So that means it allows me to go a lot faster, but more comfortable. Yeah, that's this, hand positioning. You've got lots of different hand positions on here. Again, that helps with the shoulders. Normal one is here, going up mountains. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you go on the outside, and you can adjust the tension, because if I really wanted to go up a steep mountain, then what I do is take the tension, and what happens is that the belt gets tighter and tighter, and then basically you're on a really heavy mountain now. You're really going up and you're really pushing with those legs, and then you really are pushing. Hence it's working the legs a lot more, working your lower back and your bottom, and it's really helping. And so you keep on going until you can't go much further. But basically what you do is that you set yourself a target of what you want to get, how long you're going to be up on the bike, climbing mountain for, how long you're going to be spinning for. So basically you put on a good bit of music, okay, really sort of beaty music, and you try and keep to the beat to the music. So if it's a really dum 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 music, you're dum 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 dum, and that's what you keep on going. You've got to keep up with the music all the time. That's what makes it hard. That's what makes it fun. So there's a lot to do on a bike like this, and it's good fun because it imitates mountains as well.
What other piece of apparatus would you use in your training scheme?
Treadmill.
Okay. Why?
Because it's working completely different muscles.
Can you move on to that for me?
I can. Now with the treadmill, it's all about positioning of your feet. It's not about how far you've got to go. And some people like running, some people like power walking, some people like to do on an incline, some people like to do off the incline. Running uphill, running downhill. To me, I like to use the treadmill for literally my balance. Okay, so what I do is I quick start. Right, so what you basically got to do with the treadmill is some people, I'm talking on a Parkinson's sort of level now. When you're walking, when you've got Parkinson's, a lot of people suffer with walk and balance. Okay, now with the walking, it's all about placing of the foot. Okay, so what I like to do on here is that I don't run on it, I don't go fast. Basically what I do is I cramp up the speed to about 3 kilometers an hour. There, yeah, basically that. And now if you look at the footing, basically what I'm doing is I'm walking on a heel to toe action and trying to place my foot really well, keeping my back nice and straight, keeping my bottom tucked in, keeping my tummy and my core strong. Okay, now, because I'm suffering with a lot of leg problems at the moment, it looks like I'm doing well, but I'm holding on. Now, if I was to let go, even though that I'm experienced in walking on a machine like this, if I was to let go, if you notice, my balance has started to go lopsided already. So basically I have to keep looking down and concentrate. Now if you look at my feet start to turn out because I'm losing control, I'm losing balance. You notice I'm not doing so well. But as soon as I walk, hold on to it, I'm walking perfectly again. So what I do for a little while, I walk like so, and then what I do is I incline it. I bring the machine up, Yeah. So if you look at the bottom of the machine, now it really looks like I'm walking uphill. Now again, that's a different routine of walking. Even though I'm still going nice and slow, I have to walk heel to toe. And believe it or not, it's just as hard as walking, controlled walking, as it is running. Because especially when you've got Parkinson's, it's the concentration part of it that's the hardest part to learn. You know, now I dare let go. If I was to let go, I'll be down there on the floor. But I do this for about half an hour.
Can you explain why you would fall off?
Because of my balance.
And your balance is particularly bad today after you've had DBS?
No, my balance has been bad for a while.
Okay, but before DBS?
Before DBS, not so bad.
Okay.
It's getting it tuned fine, tuned right.
Yeah.
There's a lot to learn about DBS. I learn every time I go and see my consultant. Each side of the brain, you've got the left side works the right side of the brain, the body, and the right side works the left side of the body. And for each setting you've got, there's about 30 components to each setting, and you've got left and right. There's so many. Because of all the cycling I'm doing, and because I personally feel that because of the heat, because of the amount of cycling I was doing, made me feel so much better. Like the year before, when I was in Thailand and Burma, I forgot to take my medication for a week. The intentions were there, but every time because I wasn't shaking, because I felt good, it just didn't dawn on me to actually take them. And no one can understand why that happened. So I really don't know. Nobody can say. Right. I think it's personally because of the adrenaline.
Yeah.
And adrenaline is dopamine. Because when you feel the feel-good factor after cycling, after working out in here for an hour or two, I get out of here and I feel absolutely on top of the world, because I've encouraged a lot of dopamine into my brain, and the way you get dopamine is through exercise, and adrenaline is dopamine as far as I'm concerned.
So this applies to anybody setting out on a journey with Parkinson's. That activity is almost vital.
Yeah, if you can. When you first start, we're not expecting you to get up there and do a 10-mile cycle ride. You've got to start off gently, you've got to start off slowly. So, do something that's gentle, but make sure that you stretch, make sure that you do some strength work, because they all come together. In the long run, a little bit of strength work, a little bit of flexibility work, a little bit of core work. It doesn't take hours. Allow yourself half an hour. You can do a simple workout within half an hour.
You obviously still enjoy doing what you're doing. It gives you a goal to aim for as much as anything else, but you've always got a smile on your face, even though sometimes you may be not so happy under your breath, so to speak. Yeah. It's
frustrating sometimes. You just can't do what you want to do. You get up in the morning and you want to bounce out of the bed, but your legs want to say, "No way, pal, I'm staying here." But you can't get disheartened about it. You've got to be strong. You've got to think, well, it's a bad day. Full stop. Tomorrow is going to be a better day.